All right. Okay. Fucking live. Might not be able to see me too good with all this sunlight. Damn. Right? Shit. What's going on here? All right. Enough of that. I've got some background music of my own going. A little mix I got. You'll have to figure it out later. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. We've got the guys back there. Shit. I guess I gotta scoot over here. Well, how you all been doing? So it's finally time trying to raise a little money. Talking into the camera. I think I'm going to have to turn that down a little bit. I was jamming to it because I got my Bluetooth going here and everything. So we're going to look at some files. We're going to later. That's for the people that want to stick around, get the technological updates. So everybody else get a Mother's Day treatment. I figure, we need to laugh a little bit. A little humor goes a long way. It's good to keep your humor in times of, we're at war. We all are at war. We're dumping billions of dollars into it. That reminds me, don't let me get away tonight without doing how much was spent in USD in World War II from the US, just US, and compared to what we've spent now, and then equalize the money values, from time frames. So we're gonna let we're gonna let at least one more person get in here. Shit. Can you hear that music I got going on? So I really need this up here. Here. Back where it belongs. There we go. Out of my eyes. So what I got is a comedy. I don't know if y'all know Vlad Groots, good old boy, and his girlfriend or wife, Nurse Kitty. So we're gonna. I guess it's 10 minutes into this thing. We're gonna start it. Cassie, hi, welcome. We're gonna start it since you're here, because I'm getting hungry and I'm gonna go get me tacos. I think. Let's see this one. Funny child storybook time, Cassie. Which one do you want to hear about, the nuts or the cock first? Nuts or cock story time? What are you a kind of girl, Cassie? You a nut girl or a cock? Or you a butt girl? Finger girl? Oh, happy Mother's Day. We're gonna go with nuts. Okay, we'll go with the nuts.
Hello, YouTube. Do I have anybody in here with me yet?
Well, probably not yet, but just keep talking.
So, you know how everybody is stressed and just going through a hard time, and with everything going on, it's so chaotic with the news, everything just making us sad and depressed, and we all just need something to make us laugh. We found something perfect. It's really awesome. How can I see chat?
And it goes with your friend that now is taking care of a baby.
Yes. And I'm gonna give her one of these so
Okay.
she can laugh.
So you got IB rolled in there.
Hi.
Not sure is in there.
Hi.
Yeah, we'll see who else is all coming in. We're gonna wait. We're gonna give some people time to get in here. Hello, YouTube. How you doing?
How can I see chat?
Huh?
I can't see chat.
You can't see chat. Don't worry about chat. Here. Don't worry about chat. I will interpret. Okay, who's still watching?
That's scary.
Well,
Because I can't see anybody.
Do you watch the news?
No.
No.
I don't watch the news. I'm like the worst nurse in the world. I don't watch the news. Yeah. And when I go to work, I tell them to put it on cartoons. They turn it off, put it on cartoons, because I believe it makes you more stressed.
Oh, no, your Alabama buddy's in there.
Who?
Who's your Alabama buddy?
Wes Stoltz?
Yes. I didn't even have to show her. She knew who her Alabama buddy was.
Hi, Wes.
I was just looking at what he wrote. I deleted it. I hope you saw it. I did. We seen it, I think.
I didn't see it because I don't have chat.
Yeah, she don't have chat. I'm doing the chat here. So she's going to read a children's book to you. But do not gather the children around. Do not gather the children. All right. You know what, baby?
What?
I think they're ready.
Okay.
I think they're ready.
So we found this book, and
it's just gotta have fun.
These Big Nuts.
Yes.
Written by Mark Thunder. Yes. Dee was a squirrel who had big nuts. His nutsack was so big
It was so big it would drag on the ground.
that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went.
Hi, Patty.
Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved nuts. Sarah would go around the town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth.
How you keeping a straight face?
Because I'm a nurse. And there are times when nurses have to keep composure.
Yes.
Sarah loved how big these nuts were. His nuts were her favorite.
Crickets in here.
They were the biggest nuts she had ever seen.
Patty's dying. Cricket says, I love nuts.
Nuts are good. There's all kinds of nuts. She would play with his nuts all day, and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mom would join. They would take turns holding these nuts at night.
So I'm a squirrel. If you are what?
Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of Dee's nuts in her mouth at the same time. She would giggle, her face would turn red, and then his nuts would come flying out.
Patty says, OMG. That they were sick nice too.
Oh, this is helping me work on my composure so much. One day, someone ran up to his nuts and started poking them. Hey, jerk, off my nuts, he said. He got really upset.
You find this for Amazon. We found it on Amazon. There's more like it.
Oh, there's
We're
more.
going to get more like it.
Yeah.
I wish Sarah would show up. That's what Wes said.
Wes, I hope so too. Although Sarah loved these nuts, she would sometimes kick them. She once kicked them so hard she busted a nut. You all right?
I think I had my first real one. So,
Dee was very sad that Sarah busted his nut. He just wanted Sarah to play nice with his nuts.
Lisa's in here. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Snap. Does the book say these nuts? Yes, it does.
It says these big nuts.
These big nuts.
One day, when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch, where she got peanut butter all over them. His nuts were so sticky. After that day, she knew she would need to play nice, because all good squirrels know how to play nice with big nuts. The end.
Now, wasn't that just nice? It was just, they have other books too, right?
He writes other books,
Yes.
and I'm going to buy them.
Yes.
And I'm going to read them.
We're not
Because I think that this would be a good thing to do instead of watching the news. I think I should buy these books and read them so we have something fun to do. Because this guy is a genius. He took
next to right in the left. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
this guy took something that was just taboo and he made it funny, okay? He's smart.
Oh, here, you can look at chat now.
Oh, now I can look at chat.
Yeah.
That's all we all want. I love this story. I mentioned that's how much I like it. Okay, so here's the front of the book. Snaps.
These big nuts.
That's what the front of the book looks like.
So what do you guys think of story time? A lot better than news? I bet it was.
Yeah, I mean, I go to work and I see the news on. They have it on every single TV, and I turn it to Cartoon Network or Nick at Night. It's already, it's just depressing to have the news on all the time. So I turn it on something fun.
Oh, Helen, you got to go back and watch it again. You got to. Yeah, this is just a very, don't gather the children around.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that watches the news. I don't even pay attention to the weather. He has to tell me. I have an app on my phone that tells me about the weather, but to me, I think if you spend your time paying attention to the news, it's just going to bring you down more. So unless it's really important, he tells me, or if I just catch it on the radio, I'm just one of those people. I just don't think you need to add that stress to your life.
Exactly.
So
you folks have a great day.
Yep, watch her.
We're going to come back.
Hi, how are you?
We're going to come back for more book readings. I love that.
I don't even watch the news anymore.
Thank
Sam,
you,
I'm like you. Hi, Cricket. Cricket, I miss you.
Yeah, she don't live in Texas anymore.
I know.
No.
I will have to make.
All right, that one. There's the link to that one. Now that's Vlad Groots and his girlfriend or his wife. I believe it's his lady friend, Miss Kitty. Now she's a nurse, and you could tell. I can tell she's a really good healer, a really in their caring, healing. I know a lot of female healers, and all females are healers, but they can harm too, really bad. But anyway, I can tell Nurse Kitty's a good old gal, and I like old Vlad there, and I get along with older people more than I do younger people anyway. But there's one more. We're going to there's another one. It's the that was the nuts of the squirrel. Now there's the cock, and it's a rooster, right? Okay, so that one I don't know if it's let me see. That was shorter. That was only 4 minutes, and we'll do that on normal speed. First, we're going to give some people time to get in here, and we're going to watch. That's 10 minutes, so I can cut it a little bit down if I speed up just a little bit. And some left-hand path stuff, some what? RH negative blood? No, but I can look real quick. I know, yeah, there's iron, and then there's you can have a lot of iron in your blood or copper. And my family has my mom's got a lot of copper, so I kind of go after her. And I'm like half her and my dad. Because see, this ear is closed, and this ear's open. This ear's open. Well, if you look real hard, I'm a little different on both sides. And what is this? That's not what I wanted. So copper, you would be able to take the lethal injections, like my DNA and my blood type could take the lethal injections. Other, like if you have high iron in your blood, then you probably were having problems with it. We didn't get it, however, at all. Just because there's all kinds of different messed up fuckery in with it anyway. Let's see here. No. Do that. Nope. We'll use the negative symbol. There we go. Maybe that'll do it. Let me see. I got some stuff pulled up here. So, what would I be looking for? This is a fundraiser, so I'm gonna do whatever y'all want, whatever we want me to do. And I pulled up some stuff here. So, what specifically do you want to know? I'll give you here. follow this. This is the search engine I use, my secret search engine, that snooze button. Snooze button is not on YouTube anymore. He's on other platforms. That search engine there, save that search engine, and that's the documents feature search, okay? So you click the documents to search PDFs and stuff, and official stuff from companies publish, because they have to keep their stuff online to copyright it and everything, and have it be able to be monetary, to be worth anything. It has to be in the digital world too, You're RH negative. Well, there's a search, and then if you look through the documents first on the search, and then you go to the web search, because then you're going to get into the pick your poison deep dive wherever you want to go. And mind you, there's nothing online that they don't want us to see, except for in the patents applications office. What did I put in here? Okay, hold on. I need to turn this shit on. It's in here somewhere. right there. But I'm going to go back to my search. Ah, here it is. This is it. I had a bookmark, but I got so many goddamn bookmarks. There you go, little lady. Make yourself some money. I ain't gonna tell you how. But I will show you how to decipher this shit. Okay? So we're gonna share screen. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go, I think the maybe full page images. No. Quick search. Okay, we'll do the search. Quick search is what you want to do. Is this one here? I'll paste it for you so you can find it. Let's see. Oops. This is where you want to wind up. Is right here, and then you want to do like term 1. You want to do. Oh yeah, here we go. Like some of this right here, right? Well, we want to do term 1. Quantum. Gravity, right? Fields. Government interest. Is there a military interest? No. Let's do government interest. Gravity. We want to do probably all fields. Yeah, all fields on that. We want to go select years. 2001 to present. Then we want to hide this. Then hit search. Or we can go back, hit hold control, go back so it opens it back up. Then change this to or, and then search. And then you've got this. No applications. There's this one did. So it's the or that one you got. So you got this right here, right? It gives you a whole big page, 50 results, and there is, I don't know what PDF that or this Poolby. We'll have to explore that later. But what you do is you copy all this shit right here. up to this point, copy it. Okay, then you want to close your browser down, and you want to go to you want to download a word processor called Libra 7. Where's it at? All my shit's all fucked up because I haven't been on here in a month and I've rearranged everything. Should be up here where I keep it. Fuck. Search. Where's the L's? Damn it. There it is. LibreOffice 7.2. And you want to just open it, whatever, and right there. LibreOffice, LIBRE Office. And then you get in there and you want to go down to File, New. Oops. Damn it. Shit. File, New. Come on, computer. You want to go down to Master Document. Close that fucking fuck up behind. You want to close this navigator out. You want to drag your borders to the edge of the paper. Like that. We don't want to waste fucking paper, damn it. And you can change your fonts and everything up here. But basically what you do is you go to paste special, more options. You could do unformatted text, which would paste it the way it was, I guess, or stripped hypertext markup language, simple HTML, or the HTML format without comments. So we just do that, and it pops that up, right? So we can read this, okay? So we save that just for shits and giggles in our, you want to put it in your documents in a folder. You'll put it in a folder later after you go through this shit. You can save a password or encrypt with this shit, man. Libra 7 is badass. You can fucking turn this shit into a PDF like this, right here. Export directly as PDF. And then you just put it in your documents. Boom. Then you got a PDF and a fucking, there you go. Then you can print that, or you can mark up or whatever you want to do with it. Send it to somebody. But you want to use, oh shit, what I do. You want to use it as reference to see where you're going. Okay, so rotating electric machine. See where we're up here. Mounting handmade, liquid cooled terminal block assemblies. Loop thermosoften devices and systems related methods. Liquid metal based flexible electronic device and preparation method. Portable sound system, acoustic transducer and manufacturing method. system and method for generating electric-based non-linear waves in natural terrestrial environments. That's the one we want to look at. And you want to keep fucking notes. That is patent fucking number 220140917. So then that's number 38, right, on the list. So you want to go to 38 on the list. Close this down. You don't. That's all saved. You don't need that anymore. And then you go to, what was it I said? 38. 38. And you do this. Sometimes there's hundreds of pages. This is oh shit, this was short. I was expecting to sit there for 10 minutes. Good God. Okay, you get the crash course today, girl, everybody. So you copy this. See, it's all kind of got shit in it. Some of it's encrypted. Good parts, you know. Close that down. You open up your Libra 7 again. Where is mine? I thought I had it down in my quick start. Oh, it's right there, duh. Then you go to File, New, Master Document. Close that. You can change the text and everything, but the main thing is you want to give yourself enough room here. Fucking work. And then you go paste special, more options. Safe way to do it anyway. You could just click. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. What did I do wrong? Don't save. Mm-hmm. Oh well, fuck it. Come on. I fucked it all up. You gotta keep this shit back here. Paste special, more options, strip, okay. It didn't do it, what the fuck? I have to do a different one if it doesn't do it that way. So it's a good example here. Don't save. Go back through my fucking maybe that's a different version. I don't think it is, but it might be. No, it's the same one. We're gonna have to copy it off the paste here, like this. Copy, and then delete, and then fucking. This is what we do. I wonder what that'll do. No, that was wrong. At least we get to explore this function of it right here. So pay special, more options. We want the okay. Still not doing it. There, unformatted text. But it's the original. It's the first thing it gives you, right? Anyway, so it's one or the other when you go in here. It's you either go into it or you just click it. It just depends on how they've got it coded. So, where are we at? Go back. Libra. So just to finish up here, we're not going to get into it, but I mean, I know you asked about RH blood. You don't have to do master document. You can do any document. You can do picture stuff. Right? Is it all uncoded? It's all uncoded. And we will look it over real quick. Oh, we're going to save it into my documents. Now this is, can't sell this shit. I am asking for donations to help pay for my credit card bills this month, of course. They got racked up. System and method for generating electric-based non-linear waves in natural. That's a good read. I'll have to read that later. Or do we have enough people in here? Well, we only got 3 people in here. We don't have time to waste on, going down rabbit holes. What was that one I want to read right there? The frequency of the electrical impulse signal provided to the transmitter 16 can also affect the impedance of the transmitter 16 and thus current amplitude of the electrical nonlinear wave signal 26, shown as figure 6. In impedance is lower at frequencies of between about 1 and 50 kilohertz. We will put that away. Put that away. Oh, you're damn. Well, I thought you were doing a follow along there. Well, if you're in the shower, we're going to listen to Mothers here from Darkitect. Or no, yeah. Now we'll save that for that. We'll cover the ghost guns real quick. Because this has to do with the 3D printing that I'm going to explain about later.
And good afternoon, YouTube. It is 3:56 p.m. in this beautiful mountain time, and as soon as tomorrow, the Biden administration is supposed to do their new ruling on ghost guns. The spooky, dreaded ghost guns, because we know they're far more lethal than regular ones. And in this country, it is legal to manufacture your own. You just can't sell them. But the Biden administration will come out with its long-awaited ghost gun rule aimed at reining in privately made firearms without serial numbers that are increasingly cropping up at crime scenes. As soon as Monday, 3 people familiar with the matter told Associated Press, well, if they're not manufacturing them, they'll just go steal them. And the White House also has been weighing naming Steve Dettelbach, a former U.S. attorney from Ohio, to run the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. So we'll see how that goes. We know their last guy was just absolutely horrible. They gave up on that. The expected timing of the announcement hasn't been set. People said it could not be discussed matter publicly and spoke to Associated Press on conditions of anonymity. Now, I have mentioned in the past, if you need to get spare parts. See, people think, well, I got this, I got that, it don't wear out. Okay, let's not talk about parts that break. Let's not talk about parts that wear out. Let's just talk about parts when you do your required maintenance cleaning can go flying. It has happened to me. It has happened to everybody. Okay? Get them little tiny parts as you can. The rule is expected to change the current definition of a firearm under federal law to include unfinished parts like the frame or the receiver of the long gun. Okay? But notice this, the rule would also require firearm dealers to run background checks before they sell ghost gun kits that contain parts needed to assemble a firearm. They are going to go, I'm telling you, this is a stepping stone. They're using gang members and other criminals to do it. This is a stepping stone to stop you from getting parts. Period. So if you need parts, you need to get it right away. The critical component in the build is an untraceable gun is what is known as the lower receiver. Part typically made of metal or polymer. An unfinished receiver, sometimes referred to as an 80% receiver, can be legally bought online with no serial numbers or other markings, no license required. Okay? That's under the law. That's under the law. A gunman who killed his wife and 4 others in Northern California in 2017 had been prohibited from owning a firearm, but he built his own to skirt the court order before his rampage. Wow, that's one. Okay, I'm not saying there's not more. What I'm saying is you don't blame law-abiding citizens for the few that aren't. There are far more people that have never done anything wrong with a gun than the ones that have. But
Okay.
they are the
So there's just a little. We're not going to do the whole thing
your
there.
parts now. I'm not
He's
saying
almost
this
done, but
works.
get your parts.
I'm not.
But we're gonna. I'm going to show you how we can avert that part shortage. And you've heard of them making ghost guns, 3D printable guns, the plastic ones that the one time use ones, because of the materials for 3D printing. You can't print gun barrel steel, right? Well, now you can with cellulose, crystalline polymer cellulose, in a 3D printer of any size, anything you want, hard as fucking steel. And if you mix hemp with it, it'd be that much more, well, whatever. So here we go. I'm going to go pull up my favorite search engine. I'm going to go to, I guess I could show you guys what I'm doing here. Go to documents there. We go to crystalline cellulose polymer. crystalline nanocellulose. That's what it is. Polymer composites for sustainable 3D printing materials. That's probably the one we want there. Property of nanocellulose, water-based. Preparation, characterization of nanocellulose films. Okay, this right here, you're going to want this reference to make some money to start getting ahead of the game. You're going to want that, all that information in there, and you'll know what to do with it. I can't go any further without them, coming after me and wanting to kill me. You get to the 5th page here, you get to this recent advances in 3D bioprinted nanocellulose. And, you go to it, see if it'll load. If it doesn't load, you pull it through Natural Reader. If it doesn't do that, then you pull it through motherfucking archive search, pull the, so this one, for biomedical applications, hydrogel. They could 3D print me a new disc. Cool. Rice, what are they? Hemp fibers, 68. Aho? What's that? What is boro and aho? What is that shit? I never heard of that. But it's got more cellulose than cotton does. Hemp fibers only got 68%. Corn silage. Of course they got 12 references, right? Corn silage. Come on. Why am I pulling 32 cellulose content when I can get hemp for 68? Grow hemp. Flax, you grow flax everywhere. Eucalyptus. There's a lot of eucalyptus in Australia. Cotton, we've got super GMO fucking cotton. I'm sure we could engineer it to produce more cellulose, can't we? And ahu and boro, I'm not familiar with, but that's got the highest cellulose content. So that's what you want to use to make the crystal. There's the chemical bond. Non-reducing and reducing end. Let's see down how to make it. There we go. Bioprinted nanocellulose-based hydrogel scaffold for biomedical applications. What we can use this basic technique here in construction, right? Mobile 3D printing trucks. And you got a truck that just brings him, you got a couple other trucks or drones that bring him his cellulose, or he harvests it right there on the spot from the middle of the woods and just 3D prints a goddamn hard as steel fucking crystalline, whatever kind of color you want. You have to figure that shit out. But so let's go. Let me see here. Piezoelectric. The inkjet method requires use of a piezoelectric actuator to deposit. Oh, I thought they were talking about the material. Synthesis of nanocellulose-based hydrogels via 3-dimensional bioprinting. That's what we want. We want to read this. the hell? What did I do here? Ugh. Fuck. I haven't uploaded it. I haven't uploaded it yet. I need to save it. Documents. 3D Nano Quiz Poly Cell PDF. Oh, then we're gonna listen.
Drag and drop your files, or type, paste, and edit text here. Natural Reader is a professional text-to-speech program that converts any written text into spoken words. The paid versions of Natural Reader...
Oh, hell, I have to figure out how, get it all working, but I can read it faster than that, right? Or we can at least look at it. I need a drink. Three-dimensional bioprinting is a rapid prototyping and additive manufacturing method since the early 2000s, really. Why isn't there one in every home now? Instead of just anime cosplay peoples, you know, making cosplay with the shit. But now we've got this preparation characteristics of cellulose nanocrystals. CNCs are, y'all following me here? I need to zoom that in a little bit. CNCs are generally crystalline materials referred to as cellulose nanowhiskers or nanocrystalline cellulose, which have firm rod-like structures that are 10 to 30 nanometers in diameter and have lengths of under 100 nanometers. Or is that greater? I don't know. The conventional way of synthesizing CNCs is via the hydrolysis of cellulose using strong inorganic acid such as hydrochloric. Get that anywhere. Sulfuric, get that, or phosphoric. Really can't get that too much, but too far here. Bromic or nitric acid, that's bromic makes ice with. The most frequently used is sulfuric, which is used to prepare sulfonated CNCs that exhibit excellent dispersibility in water during hydrolysis using sulfuric acid. The amorphous regions of the cellulose are degraded, while the crystalline regions remain intact as a result of their intrinsic structural stability. Insertion of sulfate half-ester fractions on the backbone endows the CNCs with excellent dispersibility in water. Overall, acid hydrolysis is an easy and rapid approach for the preparation of CNCs. However, there are still several issues with this method that need to be addressed, such as the requirement of large volume of water, severe corrosion of the apparatus, severe environmental contamination, and comparatively low product yield compared to other methods. Thus, recently, more viable approaches based on the use of biodegradable reagents have been designed to tackle the issues mentioned above. For example, the use of solid acid hydrolysis, phosphor tungstic acid, organic acid hydrolysis, formic acid, oxalic acid, and treatment with, listen to this, remember this, ionic liquids or deep eutectic solvents. Eutectic solvents. The rod-like structure of CNCs endows them with a unique combination of characteristics such as high axial stiffness, high tensile strength, Low coefficient of thermal expansion, the thermal stability of up to around 300 Celsius, net under up or down 300 degrees Celsius. High aspect ratio, 10 to 100, low density, around 1.6 grams per centimeters cubed, and shear thinning rheology, but in suspension. I don't know what that means. The exposed uh, oxygen hydrogen OH groups on the surface of the CNCs can be readily modified to achieve. See, when we get into the graphene here, okay, with the OH groups, hydrogen, and carbon and oxygen. CNC preparation characteristics: high pressure homogenization. Pressurized homogenization can generate distinct types of forces. Oh, they can also be referred to as nanofibrillated cellulose. They're a little bit bigger than the. So we started classifying stuff at the smallest nano scale we can measure, and then we scale it up and name from there, and we already had names for things before this kind of set in, so but we had to adapt it. It all fell together though in the gematria. I mean, really, truthfully, you want me to pull this shit? I don't want to show you guys this shit. Y'all pull your own gematria on this. Pull the gematria. Oh, okay. Let's do it right now. How about that? Change things up real quick. We'll just do nanocellulose based hydrogels. No, we're going to do the whole thing. Copy. Then we're going to go over to geometrics.org. Oh, I didn't link my damn PayPal, but it's in the description a couple times. So, yeah, I'm trying to strum up some credit card payment money, guys. That's why I'm hanging out doing this. Nope, we add it. We add that bitch. Recalculate. We'll go see what it is. 628 there. That's misspelled. Worst thing ever. Ultimate secret. Oh my God, that woman is. Oh, you guys, can you see it? No, you're not. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Worst thing ever. Ultimate secret. And it's the nanocellulose based hydrogels via their three-dimensional bioprinting. Antichrist, always with the Antichrist. January 31st. Really? Her crossed legs is pointing towards you. Forever is a swan's love. We've got 300, 400 some odd, 858 searches in the Hebrew for this number sequence, and a new eternal law of Almighty God. That's there we go. Your song is more like "Who Let the Dogs Out." Yeah, well, you're right. Who let the dogs out? Deep State Watchdogs. 8 in English, so around the same amount. That's really odd. Considered the most dangerous man on earth in terms of intellect. That's me, motherfuckers. I don't dare to put my hopes up. I'm scared I will be disappointed. Considering that you're God, this should be no problem for you. See, that's where it starts talking to you. You're like, it puts you in the hospital, dude. Antichrist are parasitic dreamwalkers that are absent from salt. I like my salt. A frequency firestorm is coming to remove the wicked and godless. That is right fucking there, man. Dude, I mean, like, we already won this time around. I want you guys to remember this. That we won this time around. By the books, anyway. Not that we're getting the trophy and the big titty girl and the champagne and the prize and everything. The 4 different kinds of prizes at different parts of the year, for all this. Oh my God, it's the Jewish Internet Defense Force. Better not be anti-Semitic. And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Pulled over by police, and we trusted in Zim as given to him. The planets are in alignment to glorify Yeshua's holy arrival. Oh, I don't want to read that. Scientific enzyme is the liver. So we're gonna go. We're gonna expedite this search result here. Remember to click the weird words. We're just gonna keep going. We're not gonna pay attention here. Good stuff's always on the third or fourth page, so we're gonna check this one. Anakin controls the world no more. Perverse experimentation of scientists creating chimeras. American Pharaoh refers to Obama, who is a clone of King Akhenaten of Egypt. Lowering the ionosphere means to bring heaven down to the earth. Queens of European nations plus United States of America and Canada. The invisible house represents sovereignty and purity. Possession of the book is a warning sign of emotional issues. Society starts publicly executing the members of the NWO. 4036, 37. Enjoy yourselves, devils, because your time. Huh. Austin, I have to decipher everything and find out what he might mean. Austin. Okay, so saying I should be thrown in the lake of fire puts you in there. So there's like, good stuff gets to the back of the bottom of the page. It looks like the Jewish is pulling this one. We're down 13 on the Jewish, so we'll just call this last one here. We are aeons and our technology is the Council of 9. Oh, shit. Who split all the synchronicity sauce? You motherfuckers. Oh, God. That's good. That's classic. That's classic. That's good, guys. That's a good one there. Well, you can't deny it, though. 9 toroids. I had to take a screenshot of that for Dave. He's got to see that. I got my, yeah, got my Yandex on. That's good. That's great. That's good. 13 searches. The term's been 858. Wait, hold on. We've got to fucking do the road words. 858. What was that, child? You molested, eat children in their dreams, and you're not safe. Up to 200 real quick, and there's 1200. It drops to 400. Second page should be good on this one. Three words. Oh, we need one more page. One more page. Okay. See the same, some of the ones in the other one? Fun theta wave injection. We're down at 47 results. This stuff is spelled right, the Jewish gematria. It's all low level, so this is a really odd search here. And the English and simple is really direct. You hoped you could serve. Well, isn't that what it says in the Bible? Actually, dude told me not serve but infiltrate. Anyway, type and anti-type Jesus tries to Jewish. Messiah 483 years to the day. The beast, the ancient, the three population control, devil. Okay, so we're done with this. Oh, we're done with this, aren't we? We are going to. What do I got going on here? I haven't been paying attention to chat. No, nobody's talking in chat. We're going to do we are the serpents. We are the serpents, guys.
Question. Can you make a video on serpents and dragons and their connection to the left-hand path? Well, to begin with, from an esoteric perspective, serpents, snakes, and dragons are different masks of a single archetype or current, and as such should hold relevance to any upon the left-hand path. Also, according to Carl Jung, the serpent represents how consciousness entwines with unconsciousness. And what we do on this path more than anything else, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, is we entwine our conscious with the subconscious. The ambiguous duality of the serpent can be found in the fact that it not only represents holistic powers, but also the evil adversary. Thus, it is a source of wisdom and temptation. Now, I could begin with Lilith and her obvious connection to the serpents, but I've already made a few videos dedicated to her. Instead, we'll begin with another tale from Hebrew mythology. You know, the one where Yahweh banished Adam and Eve from Eden. And why did he do this? Their transgression was that they had eaten fruit from the tree of knowledge, the knowledge of sex and death. And who persuaded that vapid Eve to first eat the fruit? The serpent, of course. Thus Yahweh cursed the serpent for its role, saying, "You will crawl on your belly and you will eat dust all the days of your life." Now it's obvious what this story symbolizes, and continuing in that tradition, we have in the book of Job the sea serpent, Leviathan. Leviathan, a creature no one can control, no one can kill, no one can make it beg for mercy or make it serve them or make it their pet. But in the book of Isaiah it states, "In that day the Lord shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea." The sea serpent called Leviathan is also known as one of the 7 princes of hell. And in the book of Abramelin, he is listed as one of the 4 princes of the demons, along with Lucifer, Satan, and Belial. Staying in the realm of Judeo-Christian traditions, there is also the tales of the dragon slayers, such as Saint Michael and Saint George, which are obvious examples of the forces of good against evil. But was this evil simply ambiguous, or was there more to it? Did the serpent represent a certain kind of person or belief? To the ancient Celts, serpents symbolized fertility, healing, wisdom, and rebirth, or the transmigration of the soul. This is reflected in the shedding of the snake's skin to reveal the new flesh underneath. Cernunnos, the Celtic horn god, favored snakes as the sacred ethereal creatures of his fertility cults in both Gaul and Britain. Even the ubiquitous Celtic knot can be seen as a never-ending serpent. And the neck torque, a symbol of Celtic nobility, was created in the form of a serpent. And it is believed that amongst the Scottish Celtic people, the Picts, the serpent represented their priestly caste. Which brings us to the Druids. The Druids believed serpents were primordial beings with ancient knowledge of the earth. This wisdom was obtained when the snakes visited the subterranean realms of the ancestral spirits during their winter hibernation. And the return of the snakes in spring foretold a blessed connection between the Celts and the gods of the underworld. According to the Roman historian Pliny the Elder, the Druids believed that serpents had healing powers, as did a type of stone called a serpent's egg. The serpent's egg, which was worn in a pendant around the neck, was said to be a crystal produced by the foam of a number of serpents meeting in Congress. And it is written that the Druid, in the threefold wisdom of the medieval Welsh triad, stated, "I am a serpent." Now, the power of the Druids was greatly diminished by the spread of Christianity throughout Western Europe, which some say is symbolized by the tale of St. Patrick banishing the snakes out of Ireland. St. Patrick scattered the serpents, driving them into the sea. Now, he didn't completely destroy Celtic Druidism in Ireland, for the old ways continued after his death. It was more propaganda than anything else, because it takes more than that to vanquish the power of the eternal natural law, the old ways. But this motif of the hero defeating the serpent doesn't end there. In Norse mythology, there's Thor taking on Jormungand, the powerful sea serpent whose body encircled all of Midgard, or the mortal realm. At the start of Ragnarok, the serpent left the sea and slithered across the land, wreaking havoc. Thor defeats the serpent with the aid of his hammer, but dies anyway due to its deadly venom. There's also the Germanic tales of Siegfried slaying Fafnir. Now, you might be thinking, wouldn't these stories symbolize pagans killing pagans? Well, the truth is, these tales are documented by early medieval Christian writers who added their biases to establish myths. And
as we continue to delve into the symbology of the serpent, we can't forget the Ouroboros.
This ancient symbol represents rebirth, immortality, creativity, and possibly sexual intercourse, with the tail representing the male organ and the mouth the female. And we can go to the east, into the yogic traditions of Kundalini Shakti, which translates from Sanskrit to English as coiled serpent power. Now, if you haven't already realized it, the conclusion is this, my friends who walk the left-hand path. We are the serpents, for we dare to go down into the depths of the underworld of the subconscious to bring back knowledge of the adversary, of temptation, of sex and death, and of renewal and rebirth. That knowledge that was suppressed by the slayers of the dragons, those dragons thought dead, but only sleeping. Until next time.
All right. So we're going to, there I am. light in here. Okay, fucking only 2 people. I gave everybody all day notice I was going to do a live stream from my computer and divulge some pretty good stuff. I'm not quite done yet. So, like, nobody's left. I'll do this by the printouts real quick. Like I showed you guys yesterday. And you can get to my deep state watchdogs has got the Obama through the news publications, how Obama was involved. But this is 2005 stuff about the them basically gonna sell weapons to Ukraine, weapon proliferations. And this is when the big time stuff started. I mean, we always give, there's always sales, trade in between countries and stuff. And it's even in, and if I haven't published this file, I think I'll, but you can find it online. It's treaties and other international. Anyway, this is the document, the official stuff of what they got on for the government of what Obama had done, initiated with the Ukraine stuff. And we won't get into that too much, but it led to this right here. It led back to the Committee on Oversight and Reform, Deep State Watchdogs is oversight. So this is our job, is to publish this publicly. My responsibility to make sure that when something happens, I look for this stuff right here. The fucking making sure everything's going right, the oversight. So, okay. Dear Secretary Mayorkas, this is basically saying, well, I'll just read it to you. We write to conduct oversight over the Department of Homeland Security's DHS newly created Disinformation Governance Board. See, that's what it's called. It's not called the Ministry of Truth. And continued efforts within the Biden administration to suppress free speech and discredit legitimate criticism as misinformation. High-level administration officials have perpetrated demonstrably false claims, including promoting the false narrative that the HB laptop story was Russian disinfo and that BPA were whipping HMs rather than correct its false narratives and focus on. See, we can't even talk about this shit without getting a strike, dude. And so it goes on basically saying, we want oversight on this shit. And I'll tell you who signed it to give them credit where credit's due, because you won't see this. You won't see this on MSNBC or CNN. I don't believe anybody's pulled it but me. Or have that fucking sense to fucking look. Or do the correct search. Am I the only motherfucker out, like me and Dave, the only motherfuckers out here doing this? He had an interview with Lou Elizondo the other fucking day, right? Just publishes it today. Dude pulls it off smooth. But they still, prove that those 2 guys he had on were just paid off for the system to just keep talking in circles, never get anywhere. They'll never show you this shit, what they're talking about. And neither will the grifters and stuff around here. They're not going to print this shit out. I printed out a paper, and I'll lock it up in this fireproof safe. I got a whole bunch of shit, guys. And then fucking zip flash drives. And then a non-external hard drive. External hard drives. Backing all this shit up. In case they fucking zap us. I'll still have a lot of good documentation of all this. So, the signatures. Just to give credit to these people on the oversight, the Republicans on the oversight. There might be a Democrat in here, if I'm not mistaken. So they want to assist Republicans on the committee. Please provide the following documents and information related to May 13th. All documents and communications between and among DHS employees regarding the creation of the Disinformation Governance Board. Blah, blah, blah. All documents, communications, basically all documents, communications. They want to know all the documents, communications involving this from inception, all the digital paper trail, cookie crumbs, breadcrumbs. To know who brought it, who inserted this, right? But like it really matters, we're going to kick it off. Thank you for your cooperation. We can investigate any matter, anytime under House Rule X. Thank you in advance for your cooperation with this inquiry. James Corner and Jody Heiss, the Committee on Oversight and the Subcommittee on Government Operations. And then we've got Glenn S. Grothman, Subcommittee on National Security. Michael Cloud, Subcommittee on Economic and Consumer Policy. Ralph Norman, Subcommittee on Environment. Nancy Mace, Subcommittee on Civil Rights and Civil Liberties. Jim Jordan, Member of Congress. Virginia A. Fox, with 2 X's, Member of Congress. Bill Gibbs, Member of Congress. Clay Higgins, Member of Congress. Pete Sessions, Member of Congress. Fred Keller, Member of Congress. Andy Biggs, Congress. Andrew S. Clyde, Congress. C. Scott Franklin, Congress. And Lake Law Turner, Member of Congress. Is that all? No, there's more. And Pat Fallon, Member of Congress. And Yvette Harrell, Member of Congress. And then Byron Donalds, Member of Congress. And then we've got the Honorable Carolyn Maloney, Chairwoman, Committee on Oversight and Reform. The Honorable Gerald E. Connolly. Oh, it's CC to the judges there on the chairman. Yeah, of National Security. Okay. So I'll read those. Gerald, Stephen F. Lynch, Ra Krishnamurti, Ro Khanna, and Jamie Raskin. So that is the Republicans, the conservatives attempt to rein in this. Literally, they're going to cut our tongues out or worse. My question is how are they going to enforce that shit? You know? Come to my house telling me I'm speaking out of turn or you have a problem with what I'm saying. I grew up with the idea that we had the unalienable right of freedom of speech. Anything we wanted to say, even there was a pyrotechnic display in the theater, we could say that if it happened. You know, now you can't without getting prosecuted. If you start a stampede or a riot or anything like that, of course you should get in trouble if you do it on purpose. But if it's intentional to save people, then, you know, and it's justified, we should know, not only have the right to be practiced in doing so, in speaking that mannerisms and way, but have the right to do it also, and not be prosecuted when we do it, whether it's one or two or 10 or just one person with a megaphone or a fucking computer. When we start fucking saying what you say is wrong according to the people I pay to check my facts, and then they pay this person over here that's paying me too, and I'm paying them to check everything. Well, I'm gonna get that back. Well, you're wrong, so you can't say that anymore. And if you say, well, too late. Now you got to go to jail now. You only said it once. We didn't even hear you, but we know you said it. So, because fucking robot said so. Where are my people at, man? I'm streaming to my channel, dude. See how good the lag is on this. Let's see, I guess I could publish it, right? It's done gone way too long. Too much info to you guys. Done made you millionaires twice over already. I would review the spike ferritin and the dimethyl fumarate, but no, I'm not going to. PayPal, I've got my PayPal up there. See, show less. Why aren't my comments enabled yet? See, show less. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to do, since y'all stuck around, we're going to do, we do this? I don't know what that's about, so we can't do that one. I haven't pre-screened it, but now we got 3. We're going to do the show me your cock one.
Good evening, YouTube. We were going to do this as a live, but we have severe thunderstorms moving into the area. So we're going to do this as a premiere. So, without further wait, show me your cock. Story and illustrations by Brian Lawrence with Nurse Kitty. Introduction. I know what's going on in your head. This book is not for the lube by your bed. Although it's a rooster, I think you'll enjoy a tale about some cocks and a boy. So please don't be scared to read this out loud to your innocent child or a large crowd. Show me your cock. The weather was perfect one day after school. I thought I'd swim in the neighborhood pool. I put on my trunks and started to walk. That's when my neighbor showed me his cock. The time had come. It was my birthday. My best friend come over. But what shall we play? We went to my room and turned back the lock. That's when my friend showed me his cock. One night after school, I couldn't sleep. I tried to read. I tried counting sheep. I snuck in my parents' room. Oh, what a shock! My daddy was showing my mommy his cock. Third grade is fun, my teacher would say. Barely any work and mostly play. When recess came, he wanted to talk. So he pulled me aside and showed me his cock. Lord, forgive me. My first confession was especially fun. The priest pulled me in and called me his son. He read, like a shepherd he will tend to his flock. And that's when the priest showed me his cock. My grandpa Charlie was losing his mind. I think it all started when he went blind. He walked to my house in a hat and one sock. That's when he showed my family his cock. My skin has wrinkled. My hair's turned gray. I'm lucky to witness this brand new day. I watch the sunrise while I put on my socks. And as I eat breakfast, I think about cocks. Now Grandpa, my parents, my teacher, my priest, my neighbor, and my best friend are all deceased. When death comes home and I hear him knock, I'll welcome him in and show him my cock. The end.
Volumes down. That was nasty, wasn't it? That was a nasty one. Now what else? Okay, we got to do this. I got to do this special one here, because apparently he did a special one for the mothers.
This abortion thing right now. Look, men don't want women to have abortions, but they want them to be able to if they have bodies. Most men, when you think about it, when you take away all the crazy religious shit away from it. But here's another thing. If we don't start trying first to at least teach ourselves not to be just willy-nilly making babies, we have to teach that. That has to be part of it. Safe sex. That's why you need to teach actual sexually active age kids smart practices. This has nothing to do with religion, some weird thing. This is going to be the most common sense way to look at it. But there's something else that you have to know. That those industries that promote abortion or provide the service, they use those body parts. They use them. Now, if you're, I'm not comfortable with that, because I know from research that they do a bunch of unwholesome shit. If you're into that, that's a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother issue. It's not going to go away. It's still going to be there. But nobody wants women to have to suffer and have something go through their body if they don't want it. But those same women need to try not to get pregnant, if at all possible. And those men, that's on the men too. Because men are doing it. Let me tell you a secret. I have 3 kids. Every time I fathered a kid, I was having sex. I wasn't planning parenthood. Wouldn't do it. Just getting some ass. Just fucking. And so was my partner. Now, there's nothing wrong with being honest about that. It's true. I'm not saying I didn't want kids. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if you boil down the actual issue and look at it, it's simple. And it's not the end of the world. It's not. If at all anything, it coming out at this time, them leaking it, is to stir the frenzy for the attention. Because they want your attention focused on other shit. Because that other side, that other team, the one that's in power right now, is doing all kinds of fucked up shit. And they're not helping us, the people, none of us. They're not helping you. Honestly, ask yourself if you think they're helping you. If you honestly think that they are, fine. So be it. Great. But if you look and you see that they're not, and they're not only not helping any of us, they're ruining our nation. I don't think there's a lot of Republicans that are doing the same fucking thing because they all fucking work together. And I honestly want to be able to say that because people need to know that. That's what people need to know. If we could make another party, go down the middle and say fuck those 2 parties, that'd be great. Society has to come to some point to do something like that. But if we let them go with the plans they've already built, they are not good for us. They are not. They are good for a few little bit of people at the very top who enslave everyone else every fucking time. Bet that.
Yeah. Well, here's one. Here's one from hold on. This is his latest one. This is good. But we're going to.
And I couldn't even hear, and it was not.
Russians right now are calling for war with the United States. Blah blah blah. This is the worst. This is the worst freemongeringest guy. I've ever known. Right here. We're going to chat overlay this. Paste it. Boom. Our homeboy there is always pushing the fear. And I mean, it's good. It's good. It's good to cover the news, but loosen up a little bit, bro. You know what I mean? Loosen up a little bit. It's seriously. And now this guy, I want you guys to go absorb. I can't remember his name, but Mud Flood was Armageddon. Old man over here, good old boy. I want y'all to go absorb. Hey, Darkitect, I want you. This is my advice leaving here. Now you have to go back and watch the video. It's at 1:55 right now, and I'm going to end it before 2 hours. So right there, that's Mudflood was Armageddon's channel. I want y'all to go absorb his information, his knowledge before he passes. He's one of the older gentlemen, like was it Dark Horse here, and in Arkansas, and some other people. But we need to pay attention to these elders before they pass, especially with them covering, no matter if you agree religiously with them or not, the archaeology and the science is what we're looking at here. The spirituality you find within yourself. Leave everybody else out of yours, and they'll leave yours out of theirs. But it can be shared via different vehicles, but not directly. Go absorb these guys' information. Mudflood Armageddon is live right now. I'd suggest leaving this channel, go over there, Darkitect. But I did put your stuff out, and I'm going to leave you guys with some what we got here. Here we go.
Obviously, for nothing but space, her perfect Pandora sweater has been chatting it up the night before. Has the second country proposal